So this is an interesting pantry design. Looking at this, evaluating it, we're probably going to go to use this wall, and then this wall coming back around. So the first thing I did was drew it out in live storage, but there's a couple of things in this design, looking at it. You won't be able to draw this 2.5-inch wall, and I'm ignoring this 4 3/8-inch wall because they really don't come into play. The only thing that really, I'm just going to draw this significant wall is the 48 3/4, the 73, the 35, the 25, and this, because that'll show us any potential problems we're going to run into. So I started out, drew my walls, and then started placing uprights in there. When I'm looking at this, I started with this back wall and trying to figure out what are going to be the critical dimensions. I was looking at it with the door swing coming into here, that with it being 15 3/4, I'm probably just going to have shelving at this location. If I want to have any baskets or anything of that variety, they're probably going to need to be in this section, the 24-inch section. And then I really, based on this 17 1/4, that's a dimension I know I don't really, or this, if I were to slide this over to 18, I'd end up having to cut into the cam on this side. So really I decided that I'd make this my custom section and then have these two dimensions as standard. But when I come back around to the other side, we do have a bit of a problem with this one. When I go in and put my critical dimension into the corner to get that 5 3/4, it's leaving me with a 29-inch shelf here, which I just know based on the cam that we use that in cutting this section on those 3 cam shelves, we're going to have to be cutting into the cams if we use the corner shelves, which I think look better, but I do have dealers that go in and just use bridge shelves all the way across in this situation. I'm going to start with this drawing, just going in and showing the these components with the adjustable and fixed corner shelves. So I'm going to place a shelf at the top, place a shelf at the bottom, because almost all the pictures that I was sent showed toe kick in them, and that seems to be what she likes. I'm going to put one about in the middle, 50 inches. I'll put 2 shelves, just kind of random spacing on either side. And coming back into this corner, I'm going to match those same shelves, hopefully. And then didn't really pay too close of attention to these dimensions. And then lastly, I'm going to come back in and do the same thing back into the corner. I could, if I were being really tricky, I could come back in, make this a custom tower. Just add that to selected. I don't care about the name of it. And now to make sure that they're exactly the same on both sides, I can just copy that back into there. And now I know all my shelves line up. Then that just leaves this 24-inch section to go in and put baskets and pantry dividers, any of that type of thing in there. I'd actually probably stick my pantry dividers back on this side, so that would be a good thing to come back in and grab probably just 2 dividers in this section. Yeah, let's just slide that down. Needs a fixed shelf on top. And then we can come back in and just starting adding in baskets. I like to do the baskets and the couple of baskets down below. She's showing drawers in there. I'm kind of okay with that in some of her pictures. So you can come back in and do like a deeper basket on the bottom. Do a 6-inch basket, come back in, drop a fixed shelf in there. And then drop maybe 2 6-inch drawers, another fixed shelf, and then maybe a couple of spice and can racks. And then lastly, one more adjustable shelf to round everything out, and then we can put toe kicks. All the way around. I'm actually going to make this last one, this one a custom, because I know it's going to be exactly 29 1/4. But when I come back over to this side, I'm going to make this toe kick just standard, because I'll need to cut that in the field, and the same thing here. So as we swing around and look at this, I need to go in, change my door style, put modern. So the only thing that I really see kind of as an issue here is this space right in here maneuvering back around. So I might want to go in and go to my freestanding props and put the woman standing in here so they can see what this space looks like. If you're actually standing there and looking at it, you can see that it's a pretty tight space, but I think it'll work out okay for them. And I just show them that's a decent plan. Unfortunately, I can't send you this plan as it was done in 6.4, but give me a call after you've had a chance to look at this, and then we can discuss what I've done at this point. Talk to you later.